Hi, I'm Chris and we are JCD. In this week's episode, it's a new year, but we've got some of the same drainage issues. We return to the flooded car park to get that resolved once and for all, and a mystery stranger saves us from a very expensive drainage mistake. Let's roll the footage. What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode. It's Monday morning. I have just arrived down at HQ, slightly later than planned as I went and had my long hair chopped off. It's getting in the way. I always like to grow it towards the end of the year, but new year, new me and all that rubbish. So I've had a haircut this morning. I've got a couple of jobs to run and do in the tanker because we still are without a van and still no diagnostics. They was saying, Peugeot, just a little bit of an update, keep this story going. Just a little bit, they were saying they thought the van was overloaded, this is why it's gone. But I've reached out to Rhianid, got some information from Mark, and we've got about 400 kilos spare weight on that van. So be interesting to see what excuse they come up with next. I'm hoping that I'm not going to have to rip this particular company, Peugeot, apart on social media, because I feel like they're trying to dodge it. We've got a van that's done 54,000 miles with a blown up engine that's been fully serviced. Not acceptable at the end of the day. So I'll keep you guys up to date with that. So I've just got down at HQ, just been inside, checked the post. We've got our safe contractor certificate come through, which is good. So that's been renewed for another year, prove we're working safely across our businesses. Weekend was a good one, quiet, nothing too crazy. Done a few bits and pieces with the children. A couple of quotes that I needed to send out because I knew I wasn't going to be about today, so I've done that last night. So they're all out. One of them's quite a nice contract, actually, local to us, so we'll keep our fingers crossed with that one. So yeah, 3 drainage jobs to do today. I'm going to head out and do them now. So let's jump in the van and get going. So we have just arrived at our first job, an industrial estate of Gillingham, where they have a locked toilet in the ladies' sink. In the ladies' toilet, as you can see here. Now, must be I'd imagine there's a man outside somewhere. So let's run round and have a look. So, we cleared that one by jetting. Blue rag. So we'll turn you guys around. It's a soft blockage. This stuff, this doesn't degrade that well, so just be careful when you're putting that down your toilets. So I'm going to head over to the next one now, a sports centre, just some maintenance jetting we've got to do there, and then I'll check in you guys when we get there. Short drive, and we are now at our next job. This one should be nice and simple. It's some PPM stuff. We've just got to jet some drains out around the back because this is a sports centre and there are lots of people that use the showers here, so they have PPM stuff, which is nice to see. Planned preventive maintenance rather than reactive. So we're going to head inside, just make sure it's the right drains, and then we will go around the other side and give them a jet out. It shouldn't take us long here. And then we've got another one in Canterbury, depending on time. If not, I might have to knock that into the morning, but we'll see how we go. So we just got here, let's head inside. I imagine you get a lot of people using the showers every day, so. No light in there either. Bingo. It's just a build-up of hair, debris. Look. Literally scrape it off. That one's done. Just a general build-up of hair and debris. It's to be expected in busy showers. It's good though that they do it proactively. I say it on the channel all the time, whether that's cleaning or any other form of maintenance on your facility, you're better off doing it proactively and having someone come in to prevent you having issues rather than you having a massive issue that floods your building, that damages something, that hurts someone, and then trying to fix it, because then you've got the cost of the damage on top of that. So always better to do planned than reactive. I'm not going to be able to get down to Canterbury now. I was meant to have another job down there, so it's not an emergency. It's a gully outside that's overflowing, so we'll get down and do that one first thing in the morning. Yeah, so that's it really. That's Monday. Couple of drainage jobs. I have now got to go all the way back down to HQ because the tank has to go down there. It's a real inconvenience, that is. Normally if I'd had the van, I'd take it on my obviously take it home or wherever I am. With the tanker and it being nearly 10 ton, going on my drive will dip, so I have to take it all the way back down to HQ, which is not ideal at the moment because there are roadworks, major roadworks, and have been for some time, going on the junction where we take to get to the office. It adds another easy hour and a bit onto the day, just taking the tanker, collecting it and then taking it back. But it's better than being in trouble with the wife, isn't it? So we'll run the tanker back down HQ, I'll pick my daughter up from work, and then I will be going to work out. Adam's off this week. He's gone skiing, all right, for summer. He's living the high life while the rest of us are here in the UK working. But I hope he has a nice time. So no filming this week apart from what I'm doing, but we have got our podcast coming up, which I'm getting super excited for. We've got some guests confirmed already, which is great. A real mix of guests, which is nice. So yeah, looking forward to getting stuck into that when he gets back from his rest, even though he's just had a rest for Christmas. But anyway, that wraps up Monday, guys. I will catch up with you in the morning. Tuesday. We made it. We're back out on the drainage. Got a call later with potentially someone that's going to be joining the team to carry out all the drainage, because then that will allow me to get back to growing both for the businesses rather than being so heavily involved, especially this one. So yeah, down in Canterbury, got a blockage from yesterday that I didn't do, and then I've got to head over to a regular client of ours where they got a tank that needs emptying. This one, the kitchen gully is blocked. Usually a relatively quick fix, so yeah, head inside, give the customer a knock and get them back flowing. Hello mate, you got blocked drain?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, I'll have a look at it, fix it. Is your kitchen here?
Yeah.
Is it when you turn the tap on?
Yeah.
Can you turn it on for me? Aha! So this is the kitchen gully, as you can see, clearly blocked. Anyone tell me what they think it is by the colour of that? Put it down in the comments below and there'll be a prize for the winner. Bingo. Bingo. Huh? Professional, aren't I? Yeah, that's the thing. It's having the right tools to do the job. Right, can you run that tap again for me, my friend? That's all done, my friend, all right? Yep, quick win, literally a 2-minute job. Sometimes they are, sometimes they take a little bit longer. Right, so let's jump back in our tanker and head back to our next job, which is a septic tank. Let's go. We're back at Borders Farm, which is just local to the office. They've got a septic tank here. They're doing some major refurbishment work on this project. I actually told the project manager, if you've got this is a really small tank, it's for 4 people max. You've got builders here all day, every day. You're going to be doing a fortune on tanks, so they're going to actually cap it off, and they're going to get a portaloo here because it's just going to be cheaper. So yeah, I got this one. I knew this would happen. I was down in Canterbury for the last job. Come away all the way back down to here. Customer calls me. Oh, I've got another one round the corner. So because it's raining, I'm probably going to go back down to Canterbury and do that particular job. Lovely view. Do that particular job, and then I'll do the repairs the latter part of the week because it's pissing down. So yeah, so we'll just unload this one. This is the second load I've done. I've done a load already. So we'll do the second load and then we'll get back down to Canterbury. And just like that, we are back down in Canterbury, and took about half hour, which wasn't too bad. So arrived at a multi-tenanted property, and we have sewage. Oh, look at that. Nice. Right, let's get the rods out. Put it down in the comments what they are, if you can tell me. Right, let's get a jetter. A nice quick one, literally 5 minutes. Chuck the jetter down there, done. Normal blockage, seems to be the day of it today. Wipes on this one. We had our earlier one, which is another common one, which I encourage you guys to put in the comments down below if you know what they was. And then this one was wipes, so we'll report that to the managing agent, and hopefully they can educate the tenants. So that's all done now. Let's head back down to HQ and put the tanker where it lives. We've just arrived back down at JCD HQ to bring the tanker down. As I say, it's a bit of an inconvenience having to run that back here every day, but hey ho, we must do that. So interesting day and start to the year, to be honest. Been quite positive. We've had lots of sales inquiries. Had one today which was really good for a couple of hotels, and also an existing client of ours has asked us to look at some more sites, which is fantastic nationally. So a good start to the year, to be honest. We've also had some interesting conversations with some drainage customers as well. So yeah, positive overall. There's there's a few bits and pieces here and there, but there always is going to be. But overall, a good start to the year, to be honest. So yeah, I'm pleased with how things are going. Positive mindset. It'll be a good year, I reckon. So yeah, not much the rest of the day. What have I got on? Going to go to the gym, get to BJJ today, jiu-jitsu. I'll do that in the evenings. I've been training regularly, like I said I would, which is a positive step. Really good for my mental health. Feel good at the moment, which is nice. Just had a skip delivered a short while ago out there. We're going to get more new shelving sort of behind me over this section here. We've got an old one here, but it's wooden, so I want a couple of new ones to go along that back wall there. And then chuck some load of rubbish out. We seem to accumulate rubbish like anything in the office for some reason. So we're going to have a little bit of a sort out. So yeah, that wraps up today. I've got a couple of drainage jobs local tomorrow. When I say local, I mean in the area close to the office, which is good, always helpful. So I'll go out and do them, and of course I'll take you guys around with me. So that wraps up Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday. Wraps up Tuesday. Check in tomorrow. We've got more drainage. I'll take you guys around, show you what it's about. Good morning, team. I don't know what's going on. My mic doesn't seem to be working for some reason, and I haven't really got time to sit and play around with it. So you're going to have to deal with poor audio quality for this morning. So it's Wednesday. I have a couple of drainage jobs to do. Nothing busy. One's come in today. One is from yesterday. The first one I'm at is over on the island. So I've just got here, landlady rang me. She has got a block drain out the back of the property. So just got here, gonna get our kit out and go and have a look, and then we're gonna head over to Strood Sports Centre again, and we're gonna do some work in the car park there. And also I can see my phone ringing while I'm talking to you guys, from someone else who's probably got another job for us. So one job turned into 3, but I did have an interesting conversation with someone that's possibly looking to come over to us and work on the drainage, which is good, because then I can get back to running both the businesses. So yeah, a positive morning. It's a bit later in the day. I always start my day a bit late on a Wednesday as a personal appointment in the morning. But yeah, let's get going and kick Wednesday off. So we're in the back garden. Do me a favour, mate. Can you flush any toilets you've got for me? So we managed to clear the blockage. That was relatively easily. It went away with simple rod plunge through first time. But this particular tenant, she said they had the local water pulled out a couple of days ago. They cleared it, but it's come back again. It's unusual for a blockage to come back that quick, to be honest. So I'm just going to put a camera down there just for the customer, just to make sure that there's nothing wrong ongoing, just to give them some reassurance. So I'm just going to put the camera down there and we'll see what we can see. So we've chucked the camera down there, can see the problem. Can you guys see that? Look, they're all roots. That's what the pipe should look like. And then if I push that down, you can see, look at the root ingress. A lot of it, so that's the problem. So let's speak with the customer. Because I'm not quite sure what access is like here, to be honest. Can't really see, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. No, I'm not sure what, there's a gate around there. So anyway, so we know what the problem is. I'll make some recommendations to the customer So that wraps up here. I am now going to head to Sports Centre where I've got to clear out a car park gully, and then I believe I've got another job, but I need to call the customer back as they just called me as I got here. So we'll wrap up this one and head over to the next. And we've got the mic fixed, which is good news. So I've just arrived at a second job. I've been to this job before. The car park was flooded and I tried to unblock it, but I couldn't get to the outlet, and I said it needed a bigger tanker. Well, as always, the bigger tanker never come because they didn't want to get one in. They have asked that we come down and clear it up. Now I can see, as it's behind me, that it's not got water around it, which is a good start. So we'll get down there, we'll lift up the cover and we'll take out all the rubbish that's in there. So let's jump out and get going. So hopefully you guys remember, this was the car park. Don't know if Adam can maybe chuck a picture on here. Problem is, you've got these massive trees and all the leaves fall down, and look, they're here. So this is the rainwater gully. It's full of rubbish, I can see that, but they need to clear up all these leaves. But we'll take the cover up and we'll give it a clear up. So let's get going. Look at all the mud that's come out of that. I don't know if you can see, just there, that's the outlet. Now you imagine the mud is all the way to the top of this. That outlet is blocked with mud. There was a plastic bottle in there, which we've taken out now, so the flow should be a lot better. But it's been caused by these trees. And what they need to do is get all this swept out. All the leaves, all the debris from the trees, they've just left it, and this caused them to flood. So we're going to tidy up a bit more and then we'll move on to the next one. So we've done that one. Just to say, lots of leaves from the trees. I've cleared it, the gully. You can see both outlets now, which is what you want to do. I've made sure them outlets are clear so that it flows into the manhole that is behind me just over there. I've tidied up some of these leaves. I mean, look at all them on these big trees. But as you can see, I mean, this is from just that gully and the leaves that I've cleared up in the vicinity here. So what they'll need to do is get their we'll get a grounds maintenance firm to come out here and that's clear the rest of this up. I mean, to be honest with you, it looks like it hasn't been done in a while, so no wonder the drainage is blocked up, but it should be free flowing now. The problem is if it keeps raining heavy, be some more debris get down there, so they'll need to get that done as soon as, especially now the weather's getting better. So yeah, that one's done. I am now going to head to a school. They've got a block couple of sinks. We've been to this school before. It was a bit of a pain in the backside last time we went there, but 2 block sinks, so hopefully it shouldn't take us too long. So jump back in the tanker, tidy up with our tools because they're full of mud, and we'll get back to this school. We've just arrived at our next job. This is actually a school, a secondary school. So I'm not going to be able to take the camera in there for safeguarding reasons, which is understandable because there might be vulnerable children around, etc. So won't be able to film. I will come out and update you guys. I'll take some pictures while I'm in there and I will get Adam to chuck them on the screen when I give you an update. So hopefully it shouldn't take me long because it's only a block sink and usually they are pretty quick. So let's go.
Some time later.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Yeah, so done. Nice and easy. It was actually in the staff room, which is pleasant because usually when these things at schools, especially secondary schools like the one I'm at, are in the communal areas with children, they usually mean something's been put down there that shouldn't be. So general blockage in and out in 20 minutes. So yeah, quick win. I'm going to head back down to JCD HQ now, swap out the vans and see what's down there. I've got some checks and bits and pieces to pay in, so I'll catch you guys back at HQ. Adam will put some pictures on the screen. I say a general blockage, which is done with the right tools. Nice guy there as well. We've done a job there before. The last job was a bit of a pain in the backside, so it was nice to have a nice simple one with there. So let's get back down to HQ. So we just got back down to HQ. I did run round the corner to a survey that we've got to do on Friday to see if the customer was in, because I could have just got it done, and because I've had a bit earlier than I thought finished today. So yeah, managed to get 4 jobs done in the end, which is a good day. And yeah, that wraps up the rest of the day. I've got some checks to pay in. I won't drag you around for that. Tomorrow, nothing in the diary at the moment, which is nice. I've got a few phone calls to make. I've got a couple of bits and pieces I want to do in the office. You can see behind me, I've got to skip there, clearing out the office again. I'm going to get some new shelves just to fill up a couple of other gaps, because we've still got some old shelves in there. Just have a general tidy around, because the boys come in and out of there and there's rubbish gets left everywhere. So occasionally we have to get a skip down to the office and give it a good clean out. So yeah, positive day. Lots of stuff going on at the moment, which is good. I'll keep you guys up to date with that. I'm going to start pushing out emails for podcast guests soon, which I'm really looking forward to getting started on that. So it's all good in the hood. Wraps up Wednesday. Don't be late. See you in the morning. What's happening, team? It's actually Friday. I know, that went quick, didn't it? I was in the office yesterday. I was just moving some stuff around, some furniture, just tidying up generally, to be honest. A few bits and pieces, but mainly just messing about in the office. Nothing really interesting happened yesterday. Just caught up on some paperwork. It was quite a productive day, to be honest. Tidied around the office. We've got a skip outside at the moment, just waiting for some shelving to come in, so that then I can just put some stuff, because we've got a couple of old shelves down there. They're getting a bit loose. So we're at our first job, Medway Park, which is another busy sports centre. I think they need some surveying done here. So just arrived. We're going to go and meet the client, and then we'll get the camera out and see what the problem is with this one. So we've just got down, we're down in the plant room of this particular site. What they've got here, they've got some ACO drains that run downstairs from the condensator. When they empty the pool, they've got a pump set, and apparently it's filled up here. Now, it's blocked, but just quickly putting my hand in the gully, there's just lots of debris in it. So we've got the gullies here and the one just over here. So I can feel an outlet in this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run a flex shaft down there and see what happens, and then we'll review the situation from there.
My name's Robert.
Robert.
Okay? I work for SSE, right?
Yeah.
Nothing to do with what you're doing.
Right. Go on.
We put these boilers in the cylinders, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm also a plumbing heating engineer, so I know
Oh.
you're up against. Have they told you that goes through to a sump?
Well, they've told me that when they, she don't know upstairs.
That's fine, right?
So they just said they've emptied the pool,
Right.
and then these are filled up.
All right, right. I'll explain to you. This here is all connected to next door.
Right.
Okay. Like this. Nothing to do with me.
Go on.
See these pipe work
Yeah.
all the way around? They come from next door.
Right.
You cannot let anything
Get in there.
get in there.
He's telling me that this water here and the pump that's in here is only for fresh water. So if I unblock this and it comes into this tank, it's going to contaminate it all, because it's for chlorinated water for the pool. So really, I need a couple of guys here to do this. Right, short update, this job's not going to happen today. We've got these ACO drains which are full of dirt, debris, etc. But apparently, luckily the guys told me, this ACO drain actually discharges round the corner where there's a pump set, which is round here. Like I say, lucky he told me this, and this is why sometimes jobs like this, it's really handy if a client or someone that knows what's going on meets you on site. No, the lady's met me, she showed me the area, but she's not really au fait with the technicalities of what's going on. But anyway, so we've got a pump set here, but I don't know if you guys can see down in that corner there's an outlet, and they are the ACO drains. But this pump set actually recirculates water back into the swimming pool that's upstairs. So if I release that blockage there, and all that dirt and debris releases and comes into this pit, it's going to contaminate the pool. So we're going to need a little bit more of a technical solution for this one. So I've rung my customer. He can't make today because he's miles away, which is fine. I can't make Monday as I have an appointment. So we're going to meet down here Tuesday morning. We'll meet down here Tuesday morning and get a solution. That's not going to overflow or flood the basement, so it's not high risk, but yeah, still needs sorted. So yeah, we'll get back here Tuesday next week and try and get this one resolved. So I'm going to pack up now, and I have got a meeting with my accountant. So I'm going to head back down to JCD HQ, and then I've got another 2 jobs to get to, so we better get going. So we just got back down to JCD HQ. 2 jobs today. I didn't film them because both of them were quite busy jobs, to be honest. One was a domestic survey. It's an odd one, I've never seen this before. They've got a foul line which goes to a waste treatment plant. Not uncommon in the countryside, this quite isolated. But they're having an issue with the land drainage, and it's actually blocked, apparently. They're speaking with Highways England, but the water is that backed up, it's sort of coming through all the joints. I'll get Adam to put some pictures up here in a little video, but it's literally spraying out of some open joints just before a trap, which was, I've never seen before, I've never come across that. So that was quite interesting to see. There was no laterals or anything like that. The guy thought there might have been. It's not. Usually the rainwater will go to a soakaway in those sort of situations. Only a 15-20 minute job, and then I went to a local council building in Medway. They've got a blockage, or they've got reoccurring blockages. It's clear at the moment, and what's happened is they've had some building work upstairs. The builders have been using this particular toilet for whatever reason, and it's like concrete or debris or tile dirt in the line, but I would say it's reduced the flow to about 50%. I couldn't get the manhole up because it's in the toilet, it's tiled in, it's never been up in about 25 years. So that was a pain in the backside. There is another one, but as you took the cover up, there was on some drains underneath it will have another cover that stops water coming out if it floods. I couldn't get it off with any spanners, I need a nut gun, so I'm going to have to go back to that job on Tuesday of next week. So yeah, a bit of a mixed day today, to be honest. I have also got to go and help cover a cleaning contract. We have 4 staff at this particular contract. All 4 are off. It's a nightmare. 2 apparently have got a funeral, 2 and another 2 that come in, they are having issues with their car this week. We've had to cover it this week anyway, so I'm going to have to pop and do that, which is not ideal on a Friday, but hey ho, sometimes you've got to dig in and do what you've got to do. So time is now 3:15, so I'm going to pack up over here, just waiting for someone to come pick something up, and then we're going to head over to the school to do that, give it a clean. This particular contract, the minimum wage will go up soon, so we'll be reviewing all of our customer prices, and unfortunately this one's going to need an increase. Difficult conversations to have with customers, but you need to have these conversations, because we just simply can't recruit for it there. It's really, really difficult. So, sometimes you've got to have these tough conversations. It's just all part and parcel of being a business owner. So an interesting week. Adam's back next week. We are going to gear up towards getting our podcast done. I'm looking forward to doing a post telling everybody about that and starting to get some emails out for potential guests. We have got some lined up already. I was going to order some kit for the corner over there for Adam when he got back, so we could sort of set up and do the scenery and have a look at what that looks like. But everything that we wanted was out of stock, which was which is not great, it's IKEA. So we'll check that Monday and hopefully they're all back in stock. Yeah, so plenty going on at the moment, lots of quotes going out. Got some good cleaning stuff coming up, big, nice size contracts. One of them is a multi-site contract across 40 sites. I'll be pricing that up over the weekend, and there's plenty going on with that. I've got to speak to our potential new drainage candidate also next week to look at getting them started. Little update from Peugeot. I've still got no explanation of why they believe the van is broke. I've sent them the service history. They said they might think it's overloaded because of the Jetta, but that's not the case because we've had the van weighed and we've got all that, and we've got 400 kilos spare. I don't weigh 400 kilos. I've told them you need to pull your finger out your backside because having that van off the road is costing the business a lot of money per day, which is, again, not ideal. So, ups and downs. But a good week, enjoyable week. Lots of drainage. Again, hopefully we'll get that fixed and we'll get back on. We've got some stuff coming up with the cleaning side, which Adam will come back and we'll do some standalone videos for that. And we have got our podcast, which I'm super looking forward to. Caught my finger today. Really hurt. But anyway, we live and learn. So, that wraps up Friday. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tune in next week, have a great weekend, and I will see you guys Monday morning. As always, don't be late.